You can't take a MOBA, strip out all of the strategy, slap on a battle royale map, and call that innovation. But SUPERVIVE tried and failed spectacularly. Today, we're breaking through why this game is a textbook example of how not to sell a game. SUPERVIVE was developed by Theorycraft Games, a studio stacked with ex-Riot, ex-Blizzard, and ex-Bungie devs. By the way, isn't it funny how like every time a studio mentions that they have ex-devs, they don't really do anything? You know, it was marketed as a next-gen competitive experience, with the best of both worlds. Hero-based combat like League of Legends and massive survival maps like Fortnite, with objectives like creep camps to give it that MOBA level depth. The marketing pitch, League level strategy, Fortnite level accessibility. In theory, this should make thousands, billions of dollars. The reality, a mashup of a MOBA and a battle royale that doesn't really satisfy either audience. Hero-based combat with simplified kits, objectives like creep camps but no draft or farming, I guess. Dash-heavy fights, chaotic combat, an identity crisis at its heart. Neither MOBA or battle royale fans felt at home. At launch, hype was real. Twitch streamers pushed viewership and curiosity was high. Peak concurrent players on Steam hit around 47,000, nearly 48. Months later, it's a fraction of the player base, barely breaking 1,700. Matchmaking collapsed, essentially. Lobbies went empty, and the game is entering a sort of classic death spiral where the less players you have, the harder it is to keep the game alive because you need that many players to fill up lobbies. Why did this happen? It's an oversaturated market, plus without a sticky audience, MOBA fans found it too shallow, and besides, you're not going to take Dota fans away from Dota, and you're not going to take League fans away from League. And Battle Royale fans are in one of the most oversaturated markets in gaming history. Come on, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Warzone, Realm Royale, remember that one? Onboarding was tricky, fights were repetitive, and players burned out fast. And SUPERVIVE falls into what I call the Zoomer MOBA effect, making MOBAs all action without the strategy. Even though MOBAs, in of its essence, are strategy games. Here's how that works. The farming and laning, gone. We don't want farming and laning. Drafting, gone. That's way too complex. Matches are short, mobility is high, and every fight is flashy. A good example is games like Fangs and Battlerite. I mean, Battlerite's whole tagline was the fact that it was a constant team fight. All of these games were dead within months. Well, not months, more like years. Well, Fangs was months, Battlerite was years. SUPERVIVE repeats the same mistake, just in a bigger map. MOBAs survive because of strategic asymmetry. A puck isn't the same as a Huskar, much like an Ahri isn't the same as, a Kiana. Some heroes are mobile, some heroes are immobile. Some strong early, some strong late. The drafts and the objectives create meaningful decisions and pacing. You take those away, the draft, the counter picks, the farming, the hero rolls, and every hero becomes poke, rush down, and dash. Matches feel identical and replayability dies. Battlerite peaked at 45,000 concurrent players 7.8 years ago. Right now, about 52, 74 in its 24-hour peak. Why? Because there was no stickiness. Every fight was the same, games got repetitive quickly, and players burned out. SUPERVIVE repeats this, even adding Battle Royale chaos. Objectives like creep camps barely matter, and every fight is just dash spam with no real consequences. Although, this doesn't mean that Zoomer MOBAs can't succeed. Look at Mobile Legends Bang Bang, Honor of Kings. These matches are 10 to 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. But they keep the strategy, they keep the draft and the hero asymmetry intact. Drafting exists, counter picks matter. Hero roles are distinct. A Clint is different from, who's the guy that was Neymar? I forgot. Mia. Yeah. A Faramis is different from a Johnson. Hero roles are distinct. Mobile, immobile, early game, late game. It's still a strategy game at the heart, just simplified for a broader audience. MLBB has 1 billion downloads. Arena of Valor thrives in China. It is the highest grossing mobile game in China, which is absurd. It made like what, billions of dollars? The difference, they streamline without gutting the core strategy that makes a MOBA a MOBA. SUPERVIVE gutted the strategy, added chaos, and ended up with no core audience. What I'm trying to say is, stripping strategy from a MOBA will get you hyped for a week, and then failure forever. Flashy action isn't a substitute for meaningful decisions. SUPERVIVE chased the Zoomer MOBA dream and fell straight into the same trap as Battlerite and Fangs. We'll see this again, probably. Innovation without understanding the game's core, the genre's core, is a death sentence. I keep seeing people, or developers, my bad, publishers, make these games where they take away the essence of a MOBA and then try to market it as a MOBA. MOBAs are inherently strategy games. You can't take the base building and the resource management off of an RTS. You can't take the aiming out of a shooter, right? So I don't know why people do that stuff with MOBAs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is what happens to SUPERVIVE. Don't do a SUPERVIVE, guys. It's how not to sell your game. Give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscription if you made it all the way to the end of the video. You probably didn't because this video kind of sucks. But yes, do all that. Thanks, guys.